And welcome in everybody to RSF1 Division 1. We're here for a new week and I'm joined by a new commentator in the box. You all may know him by different names. I know him as Wes, but we have Whatnot in the comms box with us. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Bear with me. They can't hear you. Hold on. There's always something to disrupt me. And my phone's going off. Right. They should be able to hear you now.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
There we go. We can hear.
Good evening, everyone.
Where is now? There we go. Let's sort out our overlays. He is quiet. That was because he was muted.
I wasn't muted. You didn't tick something for me.
But we are here. A new week. We're at Brazil this week for round 15. Obviously, we're here with Division 1. We've got 14 drivers racing today, so it is going to be a short qualifying. I'm looking forward to this race. Last week was very spicy, to say the least. We had lots of battling going on up and down the field, so I'm hoping we can repeat that this week.
Yes, big...
You carry on, sorry.
Yeah, big thing happening last week out. SLR Evo DNF'd in the championship with Jurassic Place. That's pretty big event to happen.
It is, yeah. We have, actually we can go onto that screen now. Hopefully it's all working and I'm not going to get any problems. I'm getting lag. No. Oh, no. Go back to that one. Something's not happy. Alright, we're going to go back to that one. Something was not happy in that screen. We won't show the standings as of yet. I will get back to that one and try and sort that out. Let's bring up our track map so we can actually see where everybody is. We've got Dan Burnett is the first car out at the moment. That's going to be setting a lap. Nifty Nazri, Horizon 40 in the chat. Biscuits is here. Matt's here as well. Welcome in everybody that's tuned in, watching. This is going to be an exciting race.
Yeah, standings have not been updated yet, as far as I can see. But seeing from what happened last week, Jurassic Place has a healthy 17-point lead going into this race. So if he can just finish ahead of SLR Evo and keep close to him, then with 4 races left to go, 3 after this one, he should have a pretty nice buffer for those races.
Yeah, exactly. As we've got Muddy Biscuits now starting his lap, making his way round turn 1. Very tricky on the traction there. Need to keep it nice and tight through turn 2. Hard the curb through turn 3. Open that DRS up. Making his way down now to the end of sector 1 towards turn 4. A 17.4 through sector 1 for Muddy Biscuits. Looking good so far. Making his way around turn 5. Through sector 2. Very tricky turn 6 here. Want to double brake, drop a gear, get on the throttle as early as possible. Now down to 3rd. Hug this curb. Cut as much corner as you can. The same around turn 9. Watch the throttle coming out of this corner. It can be a little bit tricky. Up to turn 10 now. Drop it down to 3rd. Get on the throttle as early as you can. Make it around the very tricky turn 11. Watch a lot of cars potentially losing their rear end in the race around there. Through turn 12 now. Again, very tricky on exit of traction. Makes it around to the back straight. 13, 14 and 15 are your last 3. Can you even call them turns? I don't think you can. But Muddy Biscuits setting the benchmark time of the 1:09.5. And Dan Burnett immediately sets a 1:08.3 behind.
Very nice lap by Dan Burnett.
It is. We've got MK behind starting a lap. And is that who have we got on a lap at the minute? Darnell through sector 2 on that. We're going with SLR Darnell, who had a very good race last week, had the penalty, but managed to pick up, if I'm not mistaken, it was a P3. My memory might be failing me though. I could be getting that wrong. But Darnell now making his way around turn 11. Let's see what the driver in the Haas can do.
Ooh, little bit of understeery through the last real corner, as you said it, JD. He'll make his way across the line. we'll see how competitive Dan Burnett's lap really is.
Already flashing he makes his
Oh,
way
even
to the line.
faster.
Ooh, a 1:8.2. Very good lap
Okay,
from the Haas
okay.
driver. There we got coming in behind him, trying to get on board is that Max Stappen going over. Goes P3 with a 1:8.7. Very good lap from the Red Bull.
And a 184 for MK6. And remember guys, we've got a short quali, so it says Q1 at the top, but we'll only have this session to go with.
Yeah, I've just seen MK there. He's slipped himself up to P3. I didn't see that one. Hunt, I did see your message in the Discord. I don't know much about it, so I'm not the person to talk about it. So I will leave that one to your demise. We got a Ferrari now. That's crazy. That's not crazy. Crazy fish in the pits.
I just saw Max Stappen with a board on his nose. I think he went off the track in Sector 1. Don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I think we just caught that one. He was going off, potentially just moving out of the way. We're picking up some polystyrene in the process. Just trying to have a look. Who's on that? Easton. Goes over a 1:7.8.
What the hell?
That is a
CR Van
provisional pole time.
Easton, winner from last race, with a rapid time.
It's a very, very good time indeed. I expect Muddy Biscuit. Have a quick look. He hasn't got a lot of battery. I expect him to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. No, he's not. He's looking to improve his time in the Aston Martin. Doesn't he improve from P8? No, he doesn't. Who else have we got? Evo just starting a lap, I believe. Only setting a 1:11.1, so that looks like he could be doing a double out lap. Invalidates this run as well. Has a full charge of battery. Not sure if he's going to have enough fuel to potentially do another lap. We'll have to go back to the AlphaTauri in a moment. Having a look at the Alfa Romeos, who have been a bit quiet. Justic Blaze about to start his lap. Whatnot, take us through a lap around Brazil with the Alfa Romeo.
The Alfa Romeo of Drastic Blaze.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. Coming to turn 1, you want to be right on the right side, but not onto the grass. He's close to the white line. Okay, he takes it nicely into that inside curb. Goes good on that curb. It's really easy to invalidate through turn 1 on the inside and the outside on the exit. The straight here, you want to have some pretty good straight line speed here, but not too much. Goes right up to the right side, close to the grass. Hugs the inside. Goes wide onto the curb, that's what you want to do. Hug the inside there. Don't go too wide there. Little bump of the brakes. 6th gear probably, yeah, as you can see. Go wide on that curb. You want to turn in pretty early there. Oh, a little bit of a slide for Drastic Blaze. You want to hug the inside here, go wide on that curb. He does. You don't want to touch the grass on the left there, that also spins you out. Same with the corner coming up. Don't put your right rear tire on the grass there. He doesn't. Goes right up to the curb. Nicely indeed. And it's just straight line speed from here. He opens the DRS. Where's the DRS? Oh, there is the DRS. Want to go onto the pit lane there. And let's see what time he gets. Ooh, 1:7.816. That's just somewhat 100s faster than CR Van Easton. Very nice time indeed.
That's a very quick time there from the Alfa Romeo driver. Very impressive. Just having a look at further drivers who could be setting a lap. Where's Horizon 40? Horizon 40 is making his way through Sector 2. Now we've got Crazy Fish on a lap. He's looking to try and get himself out of that P13 spot. It gets up to P9 behind his teammate with a 1:8.3, a 10th off his teammate at the moment. We've also got Evo, who we said we need to go back on board with. He is going into the pits. So he did not have enough fuel to start another lap. Invade now. Full tank of battery. He's going to be looking to try and improve. Currently sat in P4 at the minute with a 1:8.3. The Mercedes doing very well around Brazil at the moment.
If we take a look at the race director, we can see that SLR Evo only used a hard tire so far. You can see that in the time that he said. Horizon 40 only used one set and Easton and Blaze, the two on the top, also only use one set.
Yeah, having a look at that data on the screen, he's done 4 laps on those hard tyres. Maybe just getting comfortable. Potentially hasn't done any practice before and wanted to use those hards for a bit of practice, get some laps in. So Evo's definitely one to watch when he whacks on those soft tyres. Very shortly, I'd imagine, as we've only got just under 8 minutes left in this qualifying session, Invade has invalidated his lap. So he won't be improving this time around. And we have a Haas behind him. That is Darnell. Is Darnell currently on a lap? He's not full tank of battery, so he's going to be charging up, ready to go again.
We'll see if the Haas of Darnell can improve on his time. He's got a very quick one already, but it's 4/10 off to P1 at the moment. So we'll see what he can do. Take us through the lap, JD.
Who are we on a lap? Sorry, I was completely reading something else. Who are we on a lap with?
Darnell.
Darnell, okay, we are going on board with Darnell, making his way around turn 2 now, and hugging the curb of turn 3. You want to hug as much curb as you can. That will scrub off as much time as possible, getting that DRS open down now the first straight towards turn 4. Hug as much curb as you can here. Don't go too wide there, that you will ride the curb and it will easily throw you off into the wall to the left. Same with this curb here. Tucks it in around turn 6. Don't run too wide. He doesn't. He keeps it tidy. And then around turn 8, drops a gear down to second, back up into third around turn 9. An interesting approach there, getting a lot of speed at the moment. I've got things going off. Around now, turn 11. He's looking very quick. Can he find himself improving? I didn't see his split in sector 2 there. I completely missed that. But he's currently sat on a 1.8.2. Needs to find well over half a second. And he invalidated.
Okay.
I didn't even see where he invalidated. He invalidated right at the end there.
Same. Might be on the last corner on the
Someone
exit.
who hasn't invalidated is just about to set a time. What can Runner do? Runner puts it on provisional pole. Just under a tenth quicker than his teammate. Both the Alfa Romeos currently sat on the front row against that crucial fight against the AlphaTauris with both Evo and Easton.
Yeah, Easton will need Accelar Evo to put in a good lap to help him in his battle with the Alfa Romeos. We'll see what Evo is going to cook, because he hasn't set a competitive lap yet.
No, and he's still out on the hards.
What is he doing?
He's either waiting till the very end. I'm not quite sure.
Well,
Horizon 40 has put on a set of full wets for some particular reason. I'm not quite sure why. But I was just about to go on Max Appen, who's not setting a lap time. Runner obviously has just set his time, so he'll be coming into the pits, I would imagine. Crazy Fish, someone we've not gone on board with so far in this quality, currently on an hour lap. Let's see what the Ferrari can do. Can he get himself up into the top 10? Currently starting on a 1.88. So,
well, this is going to be his last run probably, because can't really go into the pits after this one. Maybe if you're really quick.
I think he could have bought this lap.
Yeah, exactly.
Box and then come back out.
Yeah.
But we shall see, as the camera doesn't even want to change over. We will ride on board with the Ferrari driver, using all the curb he can round turn 2 there. DRS open, not even a beep, nice and quiet. Up to turn 4. See what his sector... Well, I didn't actually see what his sector 1 split is, but he went purple through sector 1 according to the track map. Crazy Fish on for a good lap at the moment. We'll make sure to catch his split through the end of sector 2. Around turn 8 now and turn 9. Seem to have a lot of understeer around turn 8 there. A little bit of a drift kicking in, but manages to keep the car pointing forward. And
Okay. How's the curb there? We haven't seen drivers put their wheel onto the grass there, which is nice to see. It's really easy to do that.
Yeah, I expect to see drivers going a lot more wider on used tyres come later on in their stints. Tyre wear is quite brutal around here, and you do need that traction. Crazy Fish crossing the line now. Puts himself up to P6, or 1.8.3. A very respectable time for the Ferrari driver.
Yeah,
but I don't think he will now have time to go in and put another lap. So that will more than likely be it for Crazy Fish. We have an AlphaTauri of Muddy Biscuit just about to start what I would assume is his final run also. ERS being deployed. DRS now open. We're going to ride on board with Money Biscuit and see if he can get himself also up into the top 10. Currently on a 1.8.9. Needs to find a good bit of time here.
Yeah, he's just making his way around towards the final corner. Oh no, that's not the final corner. Sorry, I'm an idiot. That's straight.
That's turn 3. Now we're going up
Yeah.
to turn 4.
Ooh, all the way to the edge of the track there.
It's got some
Same
traffic
for this
in
corner.
the way. I think as far as I'm moving themselves out of the way. Lovely, lovely.
Yeah, very nicely done.
I've noticed that already on 30% battery. Battery
That's...
usage quite high around here at the team. I've noticed some drivers were flashing as they were finishing their laps. So maybe a bit of battery management is what can get you the optimal time around Brazil.
Yeah, but 30% at the end of sector 2, that's insane. Has he done a lap before this?
I don't think he did. No, he was just on an outlap. But he is still sat on around the 30%. It seems to be holding that charge around the middle sector. Now down the back straight of the last 3 mimicky turns. Can Muddy Biscuit improve from a 1.8.9?
He needs to.
And he's flashing. Why is he slowing down?
He's slowing down.
I think... I don't know why, but he just can... Muddy Biscuit got the sandbags out, everybody. You saw it here first.
Is he trying to recharge and then go for another one?
That is possible. That is possible. He could be doing that. On board with Dan Burnett now, who's just starting a lap.
Okay. P4 at the moment. Dan Burnett is 5th in the standings at the moment, in a battle with Grunty and Crazy Fish. The runner Jurassic Blaze and Evo are just way too far ahead. They can't catch them in this next few races.
No, but that doesn't stop them giving up the fight to hold as high of a position as they possibly can. And of course, any practice is good practice, as they say.
True.
Making his way through the traffic at the minute. There's a lot of cars lining up, all about to start their laps. The Alpines so far okay, navigating through the traffic. There's a car on the last corner. That's his teammate. Is he going to get a slipstream here from Frozen 40 as he makes his way down the back straight? This is some great teamwork from the Alpines.
Yep.
DRS open. Can Dan Burnett get himself out of P4?
Ooh, P2.
Ooh. A very, very good time from the Alpine. I'm sure that slipstream helped. Barely a 10th. He's not even a 10th. 200ths off of pole position there. That's a very good time from the Alpine driver. As we've got other cars now.
Invade? What happened to Invade?
That is in the pits.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a retirement in the pits.
Invade. I think Runner is on a lap at the moment. Provisional pole.
We've also got we've actually got his teammate ahead of him.
Oh, they might be trying to do the same as the Alpines.
Justic Blaze currently down a 10th through sector 2, and he's spun on the last corner.
Oh, onto the grass.
Justic Blaze, that is enough from his qualifying. We've got, I don't know who it is that Easton. It's not Easton, that'll be his teammate.
Evo just got to P2, a one-lap wonder for him.
It's a very good time from the AlphaTauri. The hard practice.
I
don't know if it helped.
Think Runner improved on his time.
No, I don't think he has.
Dan Burnett is not going fast. Who's on a lap? Matty is still on a lap.
Matty.
Oh, yep. No, he goes into the pits.
He's aborting.
Okay.
He is aborting. I
think that's our final order.
Oh, we have Muddy Biscuit. Can he improve? Can he get himself out of that last spot position?
Ooh,
unfortunately, doesn't manage to. Dan Burnett still has 50% battery. Can the Alpine? No, he's also going into the pits. So that is it for your qualifying.
Yes, Dan Burnett was already going slow halfway through the lap. So he wasn't on one. Oh, I can't see the order now.
No, I'm in the pits.
Same.
Excuse the bit of lag we seem to be getting on this scene transition. I'm just going to have a little look. It's why my PC is deciding to be a pain. But that is your standing. Wes, take us through the from bottom to top.
Yes, at the bottom we got the Aston Martin of Muddy Biscuit, then Matty, Very close grid actually. Muddy Biscuit only 7/10 off. We've got Amati on P13, Icy Boy Fox on P12, MK6 on P11, Crazy Fish P10, RS1 Invade P9, Verizon 40 8th position, Max Steppen P7, SLR Darnell that has on P6, Easton P5, Drastic Blaze, our championship leader P4, Dan Burnett P3, Evo with a one lap wonder on P2, and Runnert who's third in the standings on pole position.
Well, there we go. And as we take this quick little 5-minute break, we will show you the highlights from last week's race at Hungary.
There we go. We are ready for the Hungarian Grand Prix. 5 lights on. And they are off. It is Easton who does get a start, but Runner gets the better start, crucially. And it's already ahead of Easton going into turn 1. It's going to be Runner in the lead. Drastic Blaze and Darnell going wheel to wheel. Darnell goes down the inside of Drastic Blaze. That's a crucial start for him on the mediums. Evo's up 2 positions on the soft tyre. That's showing how good they were away from the line.
Oh!
Logan, oh, there's been a bit of incident back at the back.
Genghis Logan has spun. Muddy Biscuit has not got a wing. Sorry to interrupt you there. And we've got a full yellow virtual safety car.
Drastic Blaze already. Evo. Oh, Evo going for a send on Darnell. Wants to use those soft tyres to effect, and he's doing it brilliantly.
It is Iceboy Fox all over the back of Max Stappen at the moment. 2 attempts, virtually pushing the Red Bull around the corners here. We've got a Haas. That Darnell has spun. And that has brought out a virtual safety car. 100%. There goes Evo up into second place. Is he going to make a move for the lead? He does. Up into first place. Runner fighting back, trying to get the switch back. Round to one and spins. Oh, he's put Evo in the wall.
Sacked. So safety car is called, unsurprisingly. Tyres who wants to get on with it because he's got a very pacey runner behind him, and he doesn't want to be sat behind any longer. Oh, touches the back of the Alpine, is pushing him around this circuit. Is Max Stappen in that Red Bull, and like Max Verstappen this season, I think he's just going to breeze past his opponent on those soft tyres. And he does indeed, and Runnard making the same move up the inside. We've got Invade and Darnell battling through turn 2. Darnell right on the outside. He gets forced off the track by Invade, but that will turn into the inside, and that is the best place. Oh, no! That's Invade into the wall.
And he's out. Oh.
And to the race, and we've got a second
safety car.
But also we've got Max Stappen. We've got loads of cars all over the road at the back.
Whoa! Oh, Matt's hit an invisible bump and almost flew into the air there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Easton just about giving them enough room. They're making their way now through the tight 10, 6 and 7. Side by side. Great racing. Easton holds P1 for the moment. Running P2. SLR Darnell P3 and Drastic Blaze sat right behind him P4. Muddy Biscuit P5. Crazy Fish P6. That is your front group of cars. Runnard making a send down into turn 12.
But he's also under pressure from Crazy Fish as the Aston Martin, as Darnell moves himself up into P2 ahead of Easton. Same with Darnell as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the... Oh no! Ice Boy Fox. Congratulations, my man. I thought you were about to do what Matty did in qualifying. You almost decked it into the wall. Runnard is going to come out, and he's behind both Drastic Blaze and Easton. So the undercut working very powerfully there. In fact, he's going to rejoin just ahead of Muddy Biscuit there, but Muddy Biscuit on the fresher and the warmer tyres, more to the point, does get into P7. Oh, a little bit, almost contact between the Haas and the Aston Martin, but Darnell into a decent pocket actually.
Top 3, Drastic Blaze in the DRS now. Only 5 attempts off the back of Runnard. Not sure quite what's happened there. They all seem to be closing the gap on each other. Even though Drastic Blaze is now finally getting his foot down a little bit. As we see Matty retire from the session. That brings out a safety car.
No, because Jenga Logan, his tyres are absolutely shot. And he's being passed. It's 3 wide between him, Easton and Runnard into turn 1. Easton getting down the inside as well as Runnard. They're still wheel to wheel, the Alfa Romeo and the Alpha Tauri going into turn 2. And Runnard down the inside. A little bit of wheel contact between the two of them as he does sit behind for the time being.
Race gets the move done. A little bit of a push off there for the Haas, but finds himself up into P1 with one racing lap left. But we're back on board with your leader and Hungarian Grand Prix winner, CR-F1 Eastern takes the win with Justin Blaze and Runnard coming P2 and P3.
Video. It was Ice Boy followed by Verizon and then Jenga Logan, who made probably the wrong decision. Probably should have still come in anyway on those soft tyres.
The day we've all been waiting for is finally here. It's race day. The Brazilian Grand Prix has hosted some of the most important races in Formula One history. And I've got a feeling today will be no different. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix.
Well, there we are then. We are back. We're just waiting for the drivers to finish getting their setups on, sort their strategies out, and then we will be underway for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Wes, are you excited for this one?
Yeah, I am, mate. Curious to see if they can close the gap to Jurassic Blaze.
Yeah, we'll have a little look. I don't think the standings are up to date as of this week, but the standings we do have from the previous week, not including obviously the race results at Hungary, as they stand on your screen. The AlphaTauri and the Alfa Romeos are having a very close battle at the minute, but obviously going to the driver's standings, there was only 1 point behind Jurassic Blaze and Evo, but obviously Evo retiring out of the Hungarian Grand Prix. He's going to be a few points behind now.
Jurassic Blaze was second that race, so he's got a 17-point lead now over SLR Evo.
He does. And we're going on board now with our drivers. We're having a look at the tyre choice. We've only got 3 drivers selecting the mediums. That is MK6, Iceboy Fox and Muddy Biscuit. And the rest all on the hard tyres. So potentially looking for a one-stop?
Yeah, they might be. I think so.
And as we have the tyre strategy, we've got a one-stop medium to soft, potentially around lap 21 to 23. A hard medium, lap 19 to 27 is your predicted tyre strategy for today. I'm going to make our way around now. We have 36 laps of Brazil. All the cars getting their tyres warmed up now, making their way around. I'm very much looking forward to this race. If it's been anything like the last few weeks, we should expect lots of wheel-to-wheel close racing. Definitely stay tuned. Definitely stick around. This is going to be an exciting race.
Yeah, it for sure is, mate. We'll see. It's not a very long run into turn 1. So if SLR Evo wants to take the lead, he'll need a very good start.
Yeah, I'm surprised not to have seen any of the top 2 rows opt for the slightly softer tyre to try and get the edge into turn 1, as, like you said, it's a very short run. It is slightly uphill as well, so getting that traction down is going to be key. But obviously, a turn that is very wide does soon narrow up, as Muddy Biscuit, the last car on the grid, just pulls himself into the grid spot.
Ooh. MK6 disqualifies.
And we have a good camera. The game has blessed us. 5 red lights then. And away we go. Runnard gets a great start against Evo. Evo dropping further back there. Other cars going side by side. All getting around. That's Evo having a bit of a moment out of turn 2. Finds himself off the track
Matty
and having
spins.
to rejoin. Matty spinning at the back. Finds himself further off the pack. Go board. We've got cars going almost 3 wide, having to sort themselves out around turn 4. On board with Invade now, going side by side with MK, fighting their way up to turn 6. Still side by side. MK concedes and has to drop behind the Mercedes for the moment. Oh, as we almost see Evo trying to make a move on the Aston Martin.
Then Burnett goes off the track for a little bit, but manages to keep into P4. Oh, oh, Darnell's going for the move on Easton.
Darnell
Oh, what happened
and
there?
Burnett both going side by side around turn 11. That is not a corner you want to be clashing wheels with.
Oh,
Runnard already pulled a 8/10 gap to Drastic Blaze. Drastic Blaze needs to get his foot down and close that gap, but both Alfa Romeos so far have made it through lap 1 unscathed. We'll
Darnell
go.
might go for it. Darnell goes for it on the inside. Turn 1. Oh, he makes it. He overtakes Dan Burnett.
It makes the move stick. That is beautiful stuff there from the Haas driver. We'll have a look at our biggest gainers and losers so far. MK6, as he's making a move past RSF1 Invade, up 3 positions. So far, our biggest loser, SLR Evo, down 8. This is some great racing so far.
Crazy Fish, Muddy Biscuit went side by side. We'll take a look at the gaps. Oh! Oh, Verizon 40 loses it! He goes into the wall. Oh, that's...
Got yellow flags.
Yeah, that's Verizon 40. He spun, coming out of the fastest right-hander.
Doesn't appear to have any damage as it stands. Gets away unscathed. Just needs to catch up with the rest of the pack, who are all nose to gearbox at the moment. Drastic Blaze has managed to keep on the back of Runnard, only 6/10 behind. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap. Easton also in the AlphaTauri, managing to keep on with the 2 Alfa Romeos. This is some close stuff.
Yes, Easton is breaking away together with the Alfa Romeos. DRS is now enabled. SLR Darnell would like to catch up to the top 3. Otherwise he's going to be a sitting duck, and Dan Barnett might even be thinking about a move right now. No, it slots him behind.
Further back though, MK getting past Max Stappen. Beautiful
Yes.
move. Gets the move done in before turn 4. Now has a 1.8 second gap to try and close down to the front runners up ahead. I expect to see Dan Burnett though making a move back past SLR Darnell with that DRS wide open. A very strong DRS zone here at Brazil down the long back straight. Oh, I'm going to call it a straight. It's not a straight, but the bends are just mimic bends. We're going to call it a back straight.
Yes, and remember that everyone is running pretty high wings here, so the DRS is more effective than ever.
Yeah, something that we're looking forward to in the next game actually. If anyone has watched a deep dive gameplay, Dan Burnett now, DRS open, making a move up to the back of the Haas, down the inside.
That might be
Gets the move
tactical
done.
from Darnell, because he will get DRS now. Might be looking to take his place back.
MK, by the way,
See-
goes and sets the fastest lap of the race. Done in
Evo
P6.
is- Evo's pretty close to Max Stappen at the moment. No, they both have DRS, so he won't get past.
And I completely missed the overtake of Easton getting past Drastic Blaze. Makes his way up to P2 in this race. I can't believe we missed that one. He must have got that down the back.
Ooh, big
The
slide.
back straight. But he is now all over the back of the runner. You'd think he's also going to be looking to make a move for the lead of the race early on.
Yes, he might be close enough here to Runnard. As we see our race winner from Hungary might... well, can't find my words there. Our race winner from Hungary last time out might be looking at another victory here.
They're all burning their battery. All sat on about the same amount. Drastic Blaze actually has the advantage over the battery. Gets them trying to go for the move around the outside of Easton. Dumping that battery. Gets the move done. Gets the place back up into P2. Runnard still maintaining the lead. Further back, we've got Evo making a move past Max Stappen. Round the outside, then becomes the inside. Around turn 3, gets the move done. Won't have DRS. Is the Red Bull going to try and fight back? We've got a great camera shot here as the Red Bull's charging down. Is he going to make the move? No, he sits behind at the moment. Dan Burnett further up the field. Only 2/10 off the back of Darnell. These two, I think, are going to be scrapping for every lap that's going to become until the pit stop at least splits them all up. The top 3 all sat very close together. Anything can happen here. Everyone's together, apart from the top 3. Iceboy Fox in your last points position, fighting on the back of RSF1 Invade, virtually pushing the Mercedes through. This is some awesome racing so far.
Yes, they're all very close together. As we also missed S. Lardell now overtaking Dan Burnett last lap. He's even pulling away a little bit. Won't be overtaken here into turn 1. S. Lardell now will be looking to close the gap to Easton. But it's 2.4 seconds already. Oh, as Icy Boy Fox and R7 invade, battle it out. Oh, side by side for turn 1. Oh. Oh, and Icy Boy Fox takes a look. And oh, 3 wide into. Oh, that's not gonna.
3 does not go into 1 around turn 4 there. They all managed to get through. RSF1 Invade P8, Iceboy Fox P9, and our first driver to pick up a track limit penalty. I'm sure we're bound to see a few more of them as the race progresses. Right now we've just got an absolute train of cars. They're all sat in this DRS train. They're all going to be swapping positions as each lap sort of comes, all trying to preserve their battery. But they need to be working together here because at the minute all it's doing is creating a gap. And they all need to be catching up to those leaders. Verizon 40, 4 seconds off the back of the pack at the moment after that previous spin. He just needs to get his head down here.
Darnell is closing the gap to Easton, so that's really interesting. Some pretty good pace.
Yeah, the gap at 2.2 seconds. But obviously Darnell not having any DRS, so he's going to be losing quite a lot down the back straight.
Icy Boy Fox retaking the position on RS1 Invade. But goes
now
wide. Ooh, they're really close together.
Both on different tyres, as we will bring up. Iceboy Fox on those mediums against Invade on those harder tyres. MK further up on the mediums also. Muddy Biscuit only down in P12 on those mediums. I expected him to be going a lot quicker, as we'll see 2 cars go 2 by 2 around turn 6. Managed to get themselves back into single file, and there's no carnage as of yet.
Yes, interesting how the Alfa Romeos can keep Easton behind at this moment.
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job at working as a team. We're not seeing anything that we have from the last couple of races where it's been a little bit scrappy down at the Alfa Romeo garage. They seem to be working very well as a team here, keeping their competitor behind. And at the minute, doesn't appear to be of any threat.
Yes, Easton would very much love his teammate Evo to be there to help him out, because 2 against 1 is just a very hard battle to fight.
It is Iceboy Fox, as we see. Oh, made his move past Invade there, but then almost went to try and close the door. Invade was already there. Backed out of that move, which was very smart of him, to be fair. He had the right to close the door. But what that's done, that's allowed Crazy Fish to get the overtake past the Williams, and that's promoted him up to P9. Muddy Biscuit in all of this has just had to sit behind and watch it all unfold. Max Steppen and Matty now on the back of them as well. Oh, we've got a car spinning behind. What's going on there?
Oh, Icy Boy Fox spun.
I wasn't paying attention. A car just got spun in front. I wasn't even looking what happened. I don't know who's at fault there. But we saw Crazy Fish being spun and pushed. But what I think was RSF1 Invade, but I can't be too sure. All the cars... Oh, the Evo and MK?
Yeah, Evo and MK going together in turn 12. He might be looking for a move here. Because
they're both catching up to Darnell and Burnett as well.
Yeah, true, very true. Oh, that might be a tactical to let him by there.
Yeah,
they're right up to Darnell here.
Yeah, MK, like I said earlier, it's on those medium tyres, so the crossover will be starting to happen here, where their hards are going to be better than the mediums. He just needs to hold on the best he can. But we can see what can Evo do from this position. Obviously, had an earlier incident, dropped down virtually to the back of the pack, has had to climb his way back up through, and is doing a stellar job so far.
Yes, these 4 are actually pretty close now to the top 3, only 3 seconds behind. You can see them in the background there, going into turn 10. And Evo is right up to Darnell here.
I don't know who to go on board with. We'll ride on board with the leaders and keep an eye on what's going back. We've got 4 packs of cars mainly.
Darnell's making the move on Burnett. they're side by side through turn 14. Oh,
Can
almost goes
Evo
into the
benefit
fender.
out of this as well? Dan Burnett defending, now sticks to the racing line. Evo sticking his nose in the inside of turn 1. Can he make the move stick? Now the outside of turn 2. He will have DRS off of Darnell ahead. He gets the move done past Dan Burnett. A great job there from the AlphaTauri. Dan Burnett looking threatening all over the back though, and MK sat there trying to gain something out of this racing. This is fantastic stuff.
Yes, a very good racing so far. Darnell will be looking to break the DRS here, but he won't have his advantage. Oh, he goes wide. Oh, the Evo is just right on the back of him now as they approach turn 10. Yeah, I think Evo will get a pretty easy overtake here. And he'll try to catch up to his teammate after that, the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, we have the AlphaTauri, the Alfa Romeos. We're sure to see that in a few laps' time. Evo now on the back of Darnell, down this back straight, DRS open, closing down 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth, pulls to the inside, gets the move done before the turn.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
got the
what
move done.
will Darnell do now? Will he try to take the position back, or will he try to be pulled along towards the leaders? If they keep scrapping around, they will never catch them.
Max Verstappen has
DNF.
retired,
Oh,
and that has
where?
brought out our first safety car.
Ooh, this is gonna massively benefit the medium runners, Icy Boy Fox, Muddy Biscuit and MK6, because they can now put on the hards and probably go to the end. What do you think, JD?
Yeah, I think we're expecting to see quite a few drivers come in here. I mean, this will hamper the hard runners more than excuse me, more than the mediums. But I'm expecting to see all the medium runners here definitely come in and box on
And
for the hards.
what this has done is the AlphaTauris are just right behind the Alfa Romeos right now at the restart. It's gonna be an interesting battle.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cars fighting. This is going to bunch all of the pack up now.
Okay, let's see who comes in. Drastic Blaze, first one to approach the pits.
He does come in.
Oh, he's coming in! He's coming in!
Oh, we're going to see. We've
Interesting.
seen a double stack at the
Yeah,
Alfa
double
Romeos
stack.
then.
Oh, that's gonna lose Runner loads of time.
Yeah,
He's
that's
gonna
bound
get
to
dropped by
put
Easton
Runner
probably.
down into P3 now. I don't think Evo will quite catch him here. Let's see, let's have a look. Because we've also got both the AlphaTauris double stacking. Oh, Evo only had to wait a couple milliseconds there. Runner has now gone down to P3. Evo, though, with that, has dropped down to P6. He's really lost out through that pit stops there. Obviously, further back, we've got other cars boxing. Iceboy Fox getting a wing change. I'm assuming he was the driver that must have been caught up in the incident with Matty. But we will have 2 laps under safety car. Let's hope we can go to this scene without everything lagging. It shouldn't lag. It's not lagging.
Yeah, so what you'll be thinking now is, are they gonna do a 2-stop?
It could be likely on those mediums. We could be looking at a late soft stop, late pit stop onto softs. I'm just going to go take a quick toilet break.
Yeah,
I
that's
should
a
be
good.
back in 1 minute.
Yep. What we can see is that Darnell and Dan Burnett both really benefited from that safety car stop, and everyone has pitted. No one has stayed out, so what you will see is that MK, Muddy Biscuit, the 2 SM Martins, and Icy Boy Fox, they might make it to the end. But what's going to be faster? A medium soft or a hard all the way to the end? It's going to be interesting. Softs will be rapid at the end because of the low fuel. So we'll see. Safety car will probably be out for like 2 laps. So it'll be interesting to see what happened to Max Verstappen. Maybe we can look at an onboard later on. Don't know where he dropped it. I think it was turn 1, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick toilet break as well. We'll see you back at the restart.
Alrighty then, safety car is coming in this lap. Drastic Blaze will take us away and be our virtual safety car. Let's get that turned down.
Yes. We're going pretty slow at the moment.
He's backing the pack right up there. Letting the safety car get in. When are we expecting to see Drastic Blaze go? We're keeping an eye, watching that throttle trace down at the bottom of your screens there. Where's he going to go? He's really slowing the pack up here. He's doing a U, Wes.
Yeah, he is. There's been some complaints in RSF1 on how slow can you go on the restarts, but Drastic Blaze was pretty close to going really slow, as we'll see some moves going into turn 1. Ooh. I think they all keep position.
Yeah, they're all keeping it clean so far. Obviously, safety cars breed safety cars, so they all need to watch out. We're seeing Easton making a move past Runner now. No, sorry, that was Runner trying to make a move past Easton. My mistake.
Yes.
Easton defending that, holding P2 for the moment. Runner desperately going to be trying to get back up with his teammate to hold that P1-2 spot. Looking further back at the... Runner's sticking his nose on the inside of turn 8 there. Trying to make his way now around the outside of turn 9. Easton says, no, thank you, not today. Round turn 10 now. Runner desperately trying to make a move past the Alpha Tower here.
Okay, I think it's all died down a little bit, but Runner is very close at this moment in time.
He's not burning any battery. Maybe he's choosing to stay behind now. Doesn't want to risk getting any wing damage, which is a very smart thing to do. Darnell on the back of Runner, sorry. Almost thought he was going to make a move into turn 1. He's also sitting behind the Alfa Romeo. Canada has to do something from this. Obviously, what the safety car has enabled is everyone to be all bunched back up. Easton on the back of Drastic Blaze. Closing that gap. Doesn't have to have enough to make the move.
Oh, he goes for it. He goes for it as they approach Ferragura. They're side by side into Ferragura. Oh, they remain side by side, but I think Easton takes the better for it, and that might be a smart move. As you know, Runner and Easton... Oh no, that was Runner and Evo that came together last race. But he made contact with his teammate.
Yeah, they made it through there without any contact though. No one has any damage. But obviously, Easton now sat at the back of this front run DRS train. But can Runner keep up with his teammate? Is his teammate going to try and pull away? There's a little gap forming. Runner used a lot of battery on that last lap. Only sat on 20% at the minute. We'll have a look at Easton. Easton sat on 50%, so has the battery advantage as it stands. DRS has now been enabled. But we'll have a little look. It was very crazy after the restart. We'll have a look further back. Crazy Fish on the back of Frozen 40 at the moment. 3/10 off. He'll be sat at the back of this DRS train.
Evo has a little look going into the Cito del Lago. Ooh, he's very close to Dan Burnett. He's 2/10 off as they go into sector 2. He might be looking to make a pass here if he wants to make anything of this race.
Yeah, obviously losing out 2 positions to that double stack. Unfortunately, Runner only lost out 1 position. So Evo really not benefiting from that safety car in the slightest. So he's going to be wanting to try and make the moves back past Burnett and Darnell up into that P4 spot. How quickly can he do it? Touches the grass there a little bit. You do not want to be doing that. Definitely don't want to scrub the tyres up and get any dirt on them. Doesn't make the move into turn 1. But it is all going quicker. Further up, we've already got a gap forming behind MK. Matty leading that pack.
Runner's going for the move on Dressing Blaze. Going into the Sino del Lago. And he gets past. Is that a tactical move from the Alfa Romeos?
I'm not sure. We're bringing the battery back up. Dressing Blaze and Runner on about 10% less at the moment. But obviously wants to get in front. He's fighting for those points. Obviously he's also in that Drivers' Championship fight behind his teammate at the moment. So there may not be team orders at the moment. They're fighting clean.
Yeah.
But we'll see as the race progresses. Evo all over the back of Dan Burnett at the minute. With DRS enabled, Burnett will have that DRS. The only person who's fallen out of the DRS train is Matty, like I said earlier. He's sort of by himself at the minute. I mean, he has got Muddy Biscuit just within that DRS. So I imagine they'll close back up to the Ferrari. But Matty doing a good job so far. As we've just seen, Frozen 40 get past Muddy Biscuits there also. Further back up the field, Drastic Blaze defending from Easton, keeping that P2 spot. Easton not managing to find a way through as of yet. But this battle for the final points position is still continuing. Horizon 40 in P10 at the moment. Muddy Biscuits, Crazy Fish, and Ice Boy Fox. We've got a yellow flag. That's Dan Burnett. What's happened there? Shit. Dan Burnett spun in sector 2. All been tapped. Not fully sure what's happened, but that's dropped him down to P13. The Alpine not having a good run of luck, it would seem, at the moment. Crazy Fish, though, going back up the field. 2 tenths off the back of Muddy Biscuit. Is he going to try and look to get a move past the Aston Martin?
Was there contact made with SLR Evo, you'd think? Or maybe he just spun on himself?
I'm not too sure, and obviously we didn't quite catch it. Evo doesn't appear to have any damage. But again, back on board with this Ferrari. Muddy Biscuit does have DRS open. But he's starting to flush. Doesn't have a lot of battery left. Crazy Fish now tries to make a move up into P10. Muddy Biscuit hanging it on the inside, trying to fight back. Will have DRS, but also so will Crazy Fish. Crazy Fish now finds himself in that 1 point position. Oh, Muddy Biscuit also losing out to Ice Boy Fox, who's overtaken him as well. The poor battery usage there is not helping the Aston Martin out at all.
As SLR Evo almost drops out of DRS. Ooh, there's a time penalty for Evo. That's gonna impact his race.
He's obviously pushing as hard as he can then not to lose that DRS. 6 tenths in a minute. But joins Ice Boy Fox with the 3-second penalties.
Yes, that's not gonna help his charge. Because it's so competitive, this field. Everyone is so close behind. As MK6 has dropped out of DRS, that's not gonna help him.
No, he has about 30% battery left. He's just pushing a little bit here. Trying to get himself back onto that DRS in sector 1. Are we going to see any moves further back? Ice Boy Fox in that P11. Almost trying to make a move past Matty there. Matty defending well. I don't know if that was a late move or not. But Matty holding on to P10. I don't know if we actually saw any missed any overtakes further back.
As we shouldn't forget, there's Invaders in a bit of a barren spot at the moment. He's trying to get in the DRS of Evo. Doing his best, but he also needs to keep MK behind, who's on the hards. The top 4 is trying to pull away, but Evo is just hanging on behind. Darnell is actually really competitive here, which is great to see.
Yeah, Darnell putting in some great lap times here, following the top 3, who obviously earlier managed to pull away with all the battling that was going on behind them. Darnell, actually, I'd have to say, is doing quite well in his battery. So is Justy Blaze. Justy Blaze and Easton, both on 60, sorry, just under 70% battery. Runnard, actually, the one who doesn't have a lot of battery. So this absolute snake of cars that's going on, as we're seeing, Matty making his, making a move past his teammate Crazy Fish up into P8. This whole gaggle of cars at the back. All scrapping. Oh, we see Verizon 40 having a moment out of turn, the exit of turn 2. Had to try and correct himself, but that's dropped him down now to P12. Both the Alpines not having a good day here. He has got Dan Bennett, his teammate, on the back of him now. Only half a second. Oh, we got a car spinning. Ice Boy Fox.
Oh, what happened to him?
Well, let me change. Ice Boy Fox having a moment out of turn 4. Not fully sure what happened, whether he did that on his own or that was with another driver. But now finds himself down in P13 at the back of the pack. It's all going wrong for a couple of these drivers at the minute.
Yes, the two Ferraris need to work together to try and catch up MK6. So there might be some team orders if Crazy Fish needs to let Matty go. We'll see how that pans out. Oh! I think Runnard... Was Dressing Blaze already in the lead? Or...
Ice Boy Fox has retired. And that has brought out another safety car.
I thought he'd had retired in the pits, but... As we see Matty coming in... The top 5 already made it past the pit lane. And there's the guys at the back all pitted now.
Yeah,
the
front runners have made it past the safety car, thankfully, so they will have time to still come round and put on some tyres without losing out to the time, thankfully. But we have our second safety car of the session. And I'm sure we're bound to see the runners now, the top runners now coming in. I mean, Softs is a little bit of a stretch here. I don't think Softs are likely to go any more than 10 laps. So
no,
if the guys at the front here, obviously going down to Crazy Fish and P8, so the top 8, if they have another set of mediums, I expect to see them go on.
Yeah, they probably will. I think they'll have to move on to the mediums. You can't go into the softs now. You'll have absolutely no grip at the end of the race. It's actually pretty big of an advantage to them that there is another safety car around the time they needed to pit. Yes, and as you can see, they're double stacking again at Alfa Romeo. It'll be interesting to see if Easton can overtake one of them in the pits. Yeah, they're all coming in.
I imagine he should be able to. Oh, Evo picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh no.
So as well as coming in for a double stack, he's going to have to... He's got 5 seconds. He's not even going to be able to serve in the pit box now. He gets held up there for a few milliseconds again. Is he going to lose out any more positions to this? I think he might have. But he has gone on to the softs.
Yeah, his weekend has gone from bad to worse. 8 seconds worth of time penalties and going on to the softs. And dropping down to P7. Oh, he's on the back of a not so great weekend for him. This is not great.
No, I think after picking up that 5 seconds, I mean, I don't know if he has time to change the tyres. I think you do get a few seconds going down the pit lane to change those tyres, but I think I'd be going, yeah, do you know what? We got the time penalty. We may as well go softs and go ham for heather. Ham for leather? I don't know the phrase. He's going to go all out. I expect Evo to be not necessarily aggressive, but I expect him to be making moves very quickly. He's definitely going to be a car to watch. But I'm going to take this opportunity, as they have 2 laps or 1 more after this one. I'm going to take this opportunity to go get some fresh air, get some water in me, and I will be right back.
Yep, same for me, man.
Right, that was quick. I didn't realise it was coming in this lap. We'll go back big screen. Start that off. Apologies, Ron. I thought they'd be doing 2 laps. Apparently not. We're going back.
Nope.
Green flag running. Drastic Blaze takes them away. Down onto someone that's caught me completely off guard there. I think it's got a few of them off guard. We've already got a massive pack of drivers split up. That Runnard and Invade going side by side around turn 2. I've lost my breath trying to run back to the computer. Oh. Dan Burnett now.
Notice they were starting again.
No, I'm pretty sure that was their first lap.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's 2 minimum. But we digress. Runnard has managed to pull a good gap ahead of Easton. Sorry, Drastic Blaze has managed to pull a good gap ahead of Easton. Runnard down in P5 after that double stack. He's definitely going to be trying to look to make moves early. Evo's on the back of him on those soft tyres. Like I said before, he is definitely going to be trying to make moves early on.
Yeah, Easton is in contention to win here. He will have back-to-back wins. I don't know if he has had that this season before. Aslar Darnell will also be looking at his first victory, I think, in this division.
Evo now making a move past Runnard up into P5. Drastic Blaze taking the fastest lap of the race.
Also, Evo takes a look at Invade as well. Goes a little wide.
Invade now up past Runnard.
Yeah, Invade will be looking to take his place back. No, he won't. I think he won't. No, he'll stay behind.
Yeah. Runnard unfortunately losing out a couple of positions there. All because of the double stack at the pits. Evo, however, up to P4. On those soft tyres, they will be feeling rather crap, shall we say. They will be feeling rather bad come the end of this race, but he's trying to make the best of a bad situation on 8 seconds of penalties as well. So he really needs to get his foot down and pull the biggest gap he could possibly find here.
Yes, as we see Runner just really close to Invade. He might be looking to make a move here. Or maybe he'll have to... I don't think he's too fast on the straights. And they haven't got DRS right now, so... DRS is enabled on this lap.
Yeah, Runner preserving a bit of battery at the minute, it would seem. Something 70%.
Easton might go for the move here. He gets DRS now. I think he's close enough. He might have a little look now. That's...
No, I think he might be waiting for the back straight with the bigger advantage. Starting a good amount of battery at the minute, as you can see on his steering wheel at the bottom of your screens there. But he has also got Darnell behind him. So he doesn't want to battle too much to then allow the Haas to obviously try and get in on this scrap. The top 3 working very well together. Evo a second off of Darnell at the minute. Can he close the gap and get in that DRS? He needs to push it.
Will.
You think he would with that superior traction on those soft tyres compared to everyone else who opted to box for the mediums? This is going to be a great scrap come the end of the race. Let me tell you that. Runnard on the back of Invade. You think he's now going to be burning, trying to push to get past the Mercedes. Invade went to defend.
Ooh.
Runnard pulls out, goes down the inside into turn 1. They go side by side now through turn 2. Both giving each other a lovely amount of room. Oh, I don't know what happened there. The camera cut out at a bad time. I think Invade closed the door a little bit and Runner was there, but I may be completely wrong. But that is Invade spun around now down into P12. That's so unfortunate there. Invade was having a great race. Runner had a moment and gone off track. Down P9, lost a couple of positions there. Lost it out of turn 4. Everything's unfolding.
Oh, I think he might be having some issues. He's disconnecting. He just went off the track again. I think he has some connection issues with his wheel or something.
Well, Runner plays on controller. I'm not sure if he's trying to give a position back to Invader. I'm really not sure.
No, he shouldn't. What happened between Invader and Runner is Runner was on the outside or inside for the next corner, you could say. And Invader just went up to the curb. And Runner was there, so he spun.
Oh, that's an unfortunate incident there. A bit like we saw what happened with Evo and Runnard last week. Evo finding himself being put into the wall. Now back on top with the top three. Darnell still all over the back of Easton. Easton all over the back of Drastic Blaze. Surprised
And
Easton
into the
wasn't
pits.
trying to make a move into the pits and has retired from the race. That's unfortunate to see the Alfa Romeo pulling out of this race. What that has enabled now, though, we now have 2 AlphaTauris, 1 Alfa Romeo left in this race. Wow. This really can close up the championship here. Evo needs to get past Darnell. He's all over the back of him as always joined up, but he has got those 8 seconds of time penalties.
Yeah, I think Evo's tires are already dropping off a bit. He should, if they're really that superior, he would have really been gotten past Darnell already, but I think he'll be in trouble at the end.
Yeah, I think he's opted for the softs. Like I said, he wanted to make the best of a bad situation. Tried to pull that gap as early as he can, I suppose. Also got yellow flags in Sector 1 as Runner's car has come out of the pits. Because this game is fun like that. Drastic Blaze defending into turn 1. Easton not looking to make the move. Decides to wait at the moment. Potentially going to look now in towards turn 4.
Oh.
Pulls out DRS. Not open. Not using his DRS. He's staying behind the Alfa Romeo.
I think he was cooling his tires.
He must have been sat on about 79% battery at the minute. Drastic Blaze on 50. I mean, I don't need to read out. You can all see it there. Darnell only on 30%. Evo only on 20. The top 2 definitely have the advantage on the battery here.
Yes, as we see, Darnell's really close to the top 2 at the moment. He'll be trying to make a move on Eason, but as long as Eason has DRS, it will be pretty hard for him.
We also have fights further back for that last points position. Oh, sorry, not for the last points position. Frozen 40 now makes his way up into P9 past Muddy Biscuit. Invade obviously just over 6 seconds off the back of Muddy Biscuit as well. So he's going to need to get his foot down and try and catch up as best he can. But it's all calmed down a bit now. Obviously, we've lost Runner, Iceboy Fox and Max Stappen. We are left with 11 drivers. We've got our front 4 all battling. MK, who's had a bit of a quiet race, I have to say we've not watched him a lot here. He's managed to keep out of trouble and well, exactly that. Just keep out of trouble, do his own thing. Sits comfortably in P5 at the minute. Hasn't got a lot of batteries, so I don't expect him to challenge anymore. As we've just seen, Frozen 40 making a move, back past Muddy Biscuit. I don't remember Muddy Biscuit overtaking again, but we carry on.
Yes.
What happened to Runnard? I don't know, to be perfectly honest.
He made contact with Invade, and then I think he had like a disconnection or something. He went off the track twice, and I think he just retired.
I think he could have potentially given up at that point, which is why he was just letting the rest of the cars through. If he was already knowing he was going to retire.
Yeah, it might be the case. As Darnell is pretty close now to Easton. I don't think Easton really wants to get past Drastic Blaze at this point, because he's not even opening his DRS. He is opening his DRS now. He's defending from Darnell, it looks like. They're all so close together. Oh, as Dan Burnett makes the move.
Oh, that's huge. Darnell picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh.
MK here could benefit if he gets his foot down and could find himself up into... MK could find himself on the podium. We have Evo and Darnell both on penalties. MK, if you can hear this stream, get your foot down. A podium is there for you. Frozen 40 and Muddy Biscuit at the back, still trading positions as each lap goes on. I'm sure there's plenty of overtakes going on there. We're going to try and not miss them. We're going to try and not miss anything, really.
Yes, the closest gap at this point is Horizon 40 on Matty. Oh wait, no, that's not right. I don't think my telemetry is showing up right.
That's the largest gap at the minute. Horizon 40 is 3.5 seconds off the back of Matty. Dan Burner in a Ferrari sandwich in the minute, trying to break his way out of that, making a move into turn 1, gets past Crazy Fish before the turn. Beautiful move from the Alpine textbook stuff. But will Crazy Fish fight back. We'll go on board with Matty, who's got a prime seat for this. Burnett defending into turn 4, keeps P6 for the moment. But I expect to see Crazy Fish fighting to make that move back and get his position back towards turn 1.
Yes, Dan Burnett has turned this race around for himself. Remember, he spun in the first 10 laps and was in 13th position. He's P6 at the moment, which is a really nice recovery.
Hey, he's doing an absolute stellar job in the Alpine. It has to be said. It always shows not to give up, especially if you have early incidents. You can always come back. A safety car can change anything, and we've had 2 of them. So
Yeah, exactly.
I know what Easton is doing right now. Have you seen his battery? Easton on 90% battery.
Ooh,
Drastic
he's
Blaze
charging up.
only on 60. He's charging up. We're on lap 33 at 36. The time's absolutely flown by. I didn't even realise I've not looked at that in a quick minute. We've only got 4 racing laps left.
I think they're all waiting for those last 2-3 laps to make an attack, so we should see some action.
Yeah, Darnell and Evo haven't got a lot of battery. MK has dropped out of that 3-second gap, 3.4 seconds as it stands. That not having the DRS is really going to hurt him. He could benefit, well, he should benefit even, and gain a position and get P4 coming in the race, providing nothing happens. But we have got Crazy Fish all over the back of Dan Burnett further back, fighting for that P6 position. It's anything can happen still. But someone who has done a grand job this entire race so far, Drastic Blaze, leading out the minute. 6/10 is the gap. Car's starting to bunch up behind him as he starts lap 34 of 36. 3 laps left. Easton has now used a bit of battery, trying to defend, I would imagine, from Darnell behind, who's obviously going to be trying to get that move as well and trying to pull the gap. Burnett managing to defend from Crazy Fish behind further back as well. Crazy Fish not managing to make the move into turn 1. Matty having to sit behind his teammate. Oh. And of course we can't forget Frozen 40 and Muddy Biscuit, P9 and 10 currently both scrapping it out till the end to claim either the single point or the double point. Dan Burnett picks up a 3-second time penalty. I was looking at the wrong bit on my screen. That's not going to be good for the Alpine driver. It just gets from bad to worse, unfortunately.
That'll drop him to P8 for now.
Yeah, so all this battling he's doing with the Ferraris. Anyway, he kind of needs to hope the Ferraris are doing what they're doing IRL and start scrapping so he can pull that 3-second gap. On board with Eason again then. DRS open. Is he's still not burning his battery. They're just about to start, or they just started lap 35. 2 laps left. I mean, Eason needs to make a move soon. Do you think he's going to leave it right till the very last lap?
Well, Darnell should just keep it clean from now on, because he'll keep his position like this, so...
Horizon 40 opting to stay behind Muddy Biscuit there. Thinking the same thing, but we have got Crazy Fish. Oh, very close to the back of Dan Burnett. Dan Burnett not managing to pull away now. Perhaps that penalty might be sitting in his head. Oh.
Yes, I don't think SLR Darnell should make a move here. It'll only put him in danger, and he should just try and keep this position he has right now. If he wouldn't have had the penalty, he could try something, but I don't think he should.
No, I think that'd be a very smart choice. He'd only lose 1 position, then put himself just into P4. He's had some great races over the past few weeks, with obviously other people's circumstances, etc. But I don't think today is the day he will be getting a podium. Actually, no, sorry, saying that, I got it all wrong. Darnell will get a podium. Darnell will keep that podium. I can't do maths.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, no,
That's
sorry.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
He'll keep his position.
Yes, no, he will. Yeah, you're right. All right, yeah.
As we're on the last lap, Easton doesn't go for it. Will he try to go for it and burn his ERS on the last straight? He might try that. I think he'll need to get a very good exit at the last turn. Wanted to see what's going to happen. It's wide open here for S10 F1 Eastern and Drastic Blaze.
Yeah, he has double the amount of battery the Drastic Blaze has as well. Crazy Fish getting past Dan Burnett further back as well, up into P6. Dan Burnett will drop back to P8 after the penalty comes in. But we're on board with Eastern now.
Yeah.
As Drastic Blaze comes around the last proper turn, making his way down the back straight. Eastern burning everything he's got. Drastic Blaze burning every last bit he's got. Can Eastern make the move? He can't.
No,
He's going to have to sit behind 4 P2. Darnell takes P3. Evo. Is Evo going to hold? Evo drops down to P5. MK goes up into P4 after those penalties. Crazy Fish and Matty P6 and 7 respectively. Dan Burnett dropped down to P8 after that penalty. Muddy Biscuit making his way. Oh, we've got side by side over the line. Did Friesen thought he have a penalty because Friesen crossed the line before Muddy Biscuit there? I'm sure. Unless that was a different.
Unless did have a penalty.
Unless that was
he
a different.
did have a penalty.
Oh, well, that was great side by side action over the line. Regardless of the penalty.
Verizon got that penalty in like the last 3 laps, so he'll be gutted that he crossed ahead over the line, but didn't get a place.
No, MK6 is your driver of the day. After having a very good and quiet race, like I said earlier, he just kept his nose clean. But here are your top 3. We've got Drastic Blaze, who had a stellar drive today, managing to keep everyone behind. Takes your P1. And we have... excuse me. And we have your P2 and P3. Right. Get past that. I need to bring these up, and I need to not forget. We're only at 14 anyway. Fantastic. 3 drivers DNFing. Runnard, Iceboy Fox, Max Stappen, all unfortunately not finishing the race. RSF1 Invade just outside of your points finishing. Verizon 40, Just Tangent, Dan Burnett, Matty Crazy Fish, SLR Evo, MK6, SLR Darnell, CRF1 Eastern, and Drastic Blaze are your top 10 finishers. What a great race.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, especially the top 4 so close together in the last 10 laps. It was great to watch.
It really was. I need to get everybody into the comms box.
Well, JD, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go to bed if you want to do the interviews.
You're going to leave me at the interviews on my own? No.
Yeah, sorry mate, I'm a bit ill, so I really need to go to bed.
Not a problem.
Okay, have a good one, mate.
Yeah,
Bye,
you
everyone.
take care, Wes.
Bye, I will. Bye.
Right, as we have just been completely abandoned in the comms box. We don't have a co-comms anymore. It's just me. We'll just see if a couple more coming in. But we have our P3 finisher actually in the box already. SLR Darnell, welcome in. Another interesting race review with penalties and still managing to get yourself on the podium.
Yeah, it was quite a fun race to be honest. I was quite annoyed about my 3-second time penalty, but luckily I was in that DRS train at the front towards the end, so we were able to gap the Aston Martin MK enough to stay ahead. Yeah, it was a good race to be honest. I was surprised with the podium, I won't lie.
Yeah, I think MK just dropped off at the last few laps. Not sure if I think that was just down to the DRS review for all fighting up ahead. Obviously the big shock was Evo getting the 8-second time penalty. That really didn't help his race. But obviously I'm sure you won't complain about that being able to keep a P3 spot.
No, exactly. Start of the race I was a bit concerned. Well, once the top 3 kind of like dropped the DRS from myself and Dan Burnett, it was very difficult to. Once you're out of that DRS train, it's pretty much game over trying to catch the guy in front. So I was glad that the next 2 safety car restarts, I was able to stay in it. So yeah, quite fortunate with the safety car. I'm not going to complain, like you said.
Yeah, no, it was very good. Remind me, where did you qualify again? This is where my co-comms is usually helpful.
Yeah, P6.
P6. So getting P6 up to P3, it's a solid race. There was lots going on. We had about 3 different packs of cars all scrapping up and down the field. Obviously, you mentioned to keep yourself up in with that top 2. We also had a couple of double stacks in with the safety cars when everyone obviously came in. That helped you initially, but then you of course had Runded and stuff behind you. How are you feeling at that point?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the double stacks helped me with the alphas in the second one, and I think was the first one the Alpha Tauris. It was
They
both of them, wasn't
they
it?
both on both occasions they both double stacked.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it is, really. um, yeah, just yeah, I'll take P3. I feel like I had good pace anyway. But outright pace probably not a podium, but I mean, here I am. So yeah, congrats on Drastic for winning as well.
Yeah, very solid race from him. We have excuse me, Lottie going. We have Saudi Arabia next week. How are you feeling for Jeddah?
Um, yeah, I mean, I like the track to drive. It's one of the funnest tracks to hot lap. To be fair, you're barely braking at all. It's going to be another DRS train, that track, like a severe one. Yeah, I feel like my pace is good there. I did the race not long ago there in SLR, so yeah, I look forward to it.
Feeling relatively confident then.
Yeah, yeah, for
Well,
sure.
well, we look forward to that anyway, and we will definitely catch you next week. And hopefully you can get
Thank you
yourself
very
on the
much.
podium and you'll find yourself back in here again.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, Darnell. And we have our P2 in the box, CRF1 Eastern. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello. That was as timid could be. How was that race for you? You sat behind Drastic Blaze for a long time at the end, and I'm surprised you didn't make the move or tried to make a move earlier on. What was what was your game plan coming into that race?
Well, the plan one was to help Evo, but that quickly went out the window when he unfortunately lost the car right at the start. Then had to come on a bit of recovery drive. Then I just thought, yeah, sit behind them. Knowing Drastic and Vulnerable, I was expecting a crash, so I just kind of sat there. But yeah, we kept it civil until the first safety car. Then I was kind of like protecting Drastic, but also kind of not at the same time. I was just waiting for the last lap before actually going for it.
Yeah, because
But
you had Darnell all over you, the back of you. So obviously you had to protect that whilst trying not to lose any time yourself with trying to fight ahead, I guess. The thing that shocked me was obviously you had, I think, well over double the battery of Drastic Blaze come the end. And that's the bit that I'm shocked at, that you didn't go to make the move, say lap 33, 34. We were expecting you to go on the penultimate lap, but obviously that didn't happen.
yeah, with that, if I went any earlier than the last lap, it would have just re-overtook me because he had lower wings than me. So
So
it would have just been
to
a
fight that
complete waste of
deficit.
time. I would have been vulnerable to cars behind as well.
So sitting happy with the P2. I mean, it's great points to take. It's great points for the AlphaTauris. Obviously, losing Runnard out of that race through an incident with Matt, I believe it was. So both AlphaTauris scoring points against a single Alfa Romeo. I'm not sure where that puts you. Obviously, the standings aren't fully up to date as of yet. And I'm not going to do the maths because I'll end up only getting it wrong. But that
Um,
should close the gap.
it closes it by 2, I think, because Drastic did also get fastest lap.
Only 2 points.
So
Well,
yeah.
2 is better than nothing or losing or having a bigger gap. And obviously, we've still got 3 rounds left. There's plenty to fight in it. There's plenty to do. There's plenty to fight for.
Yeah, definitely. Except I'm going to count it as 2 races because me around Saudi Arabia isn't very useful.
Well, I was just about to ask how you're feeling for next week. That kind of answers that
Yeah, not
question.
yeah, not good at all. I've already warned Evo. You'll be fitting Drastic yourself next week.
Well, maybe that's a good indication to get some practice in, eh? Any practice is
Probably
good
not. No.
practice. Probably not. Well, we love to hear it. But we'll wrap it up there anyway. And we will be back here live for Division 2 tomorrow, where I will be racing. It's going to be fun around Brazil. I'm definitely looking forward to it. We will catch you all then. Thank you guys, and congratulations on your P2 and 3. Justin Blaze isn't joining us in the com box. It doesn't look like, so we won't be speaking to your winner this week. But I hope you have a lovely evening, and I will catch you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.